Okay, take two. I did a whole video with this book and then there was no sound. I don't know why. So hopefully there is in this one. This is my bestie's new book, Goddess CEO by Angie K. You can get it on Amazon. Run Your Business Like a Goddess, the Divine Feminine Path to Wealth. It is about breaking free of the old masculine paradigm of go, 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 do, 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 always in your masculine energy. It does not work for women, not long term. So this is how you break free and create a business through your raw divine feminine energy. So it's beautiful. So I want to do a quick little message from the book. And so I would go to where I got last time, but I'm just going to start over. I'm just going to do it all anew. So whatever you might be struggling with, whatever you need guidance around, think about that right now. Think about it and, or a question, a concern, a fear, a gift. I don't know, that's coming through for somebody. If you are wanting to ask for something, let's get a message around this and see what comes through. So, yeah, I like this. Okay. The line that my eyes landed on is, the truth is you are free right now. So, but I do want to read the whole section, which it is, I'm not sure what chapter it's in. Let's see. Chapter 5, Financial Freedom Consciousness. Okay, this is an amazing concept that is essentially operating from the, making it part of who you are, that you are financially free, operating from that consciousness all the time. And so financial freedom, so number 3, which is where I turned to when I first opened it, decide you are financially free right now. Financial freedom is a consciousness that you can embody right here in this moment. Now, I want you to expand this. If what you asked about wasn't about money or finances at all, then expand it and look at it in terms of just freedom, okay? Freedom and being open to receive whatever it is you were asking about. So it says, it's not a set of circumstances like most of us have been led to believe. How many times have you thought, when I have X amount of dollars in my account, then I'll be free? So how many times have you thought, when this happens, then I'll be free? Like, taking it, expanding it out so that it's not just about money. And so many of us too, I'm hearing this is for somebody, so many of us too are so focused on what other people are going to say, or we're always like, well, I better ask so-and-so, and if I decide to do this, how is this going to affect so-and-so, or maybe more than one so-and-sos, right? And we're always like, well, I can't do this because it's going to affect so-and-so, or because so-and-so is going to be sad. But if it's following your heart, if it is what your heart wants, then it is always and only in the highest good of everyone that it will affect. Even if it looks like it's causing somebody pain, they needed that. I know that's harsh. I know that seems harsh, but they needed that trigger or whatever it was for them, that mirror, for them to see what their highest good is, okay? For them to see what their highest path is. So that idea not only hinges your success on a certain dollar amount, but it also pushes your freedom out there. That is a good point. Because if you think about it, if you're constantly saying, well, once this happens, then I can go follow my dreams, you know what? When that happens, if it does happen, you're going to create something else. Well, now I've got to wait for, in the waiting, other things get added to the list, right? In the waiting for, well, if so-and-so, well, like we say, I'm going to wait for my kids. Once my kids are grown, well, then your kids are grown and gone. What's your excuse, right? You'll have something else because you had all this time while your kids were growing up to make a long list of things that were going to keep you from following your dreams, because it's scary, right? It's scary. And so it says, it pushes your freedom out there into the future and keeps it there. But the truth is, you are free right now. You are free right now to follow your heart. Do the thing, do the hard thing, do the crazy thing. And obviously, for a lot of us, like I have things that I want to do that involve traveling. I have a child. I have still a child at home, and so I do have responsibilities. So I get it. If you're saying, "Oh, I can't," just up and go. No. And for a lot of things, I do have to say, well, when he's grown, then I'm going to have this freedom. But I am free to do the things that I want to do now. I can take little short trips, right? Or I can take him with me. And of course, now he's coming into high school age, and he's going to be, having more activities and more scheduled things, and has to be here. And so I look at it as, okay, this is my job right now. And when he is otherwise engaged, or when I have every chance I have, I am going to be going and experiencing and exploring. And I want him and my 3 other kids to see me doing that, so that they understand that it's not about waiting for your kids to be completely grown to do anything. It's about doing what you can now. And so I know that when he's grown, that I am going to be able to go do whatever I want to do. And right now, so I get it. I feel like a lot of people are like, but I have kids. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. It doesn't mean you're not free, though. What you have to do is shift your perspective into this, okay, that this is an honor that you are a parent right now, and it's so short-lived. I promise you. I've got 3 grown already, and I cannot believe that I've only got 1 left. I cannot believe it. And so it's going to go so fast, and before I know it, it's going to be here where I can go. I'm going to buy my VW pimped out bus, camper, van, glamper van, and hit the road. And I have that to that kind of fuels me right now, right? But in the meantime, I am honored to be his mother and to be all 3 of my children's mother. And this is where I'm needed right now. And so it's about shifting that perspective and healing that. This is the message that's coming through for a lot of you, is healing that negative perception of being tied to motherhood, when we should be seeing it as an honor to be able to raise these humans in this new, we're creating so much new right now. Like my youngest has been raised in an environment that's totally different from how my oldest was raised. And I did the typical, I was the soccer mom, I overscheduled my kids, I was so stressed out, I didn't even remember my name half the time. And with my 4th, I've just been a totally different mom, and I'm very proud of that. And so I'm going to keep doing that, right, until he doesn't need me to do that anymore. And then there are things that I'd like to do, yeah, but until then, I have shifted my perception of being a mother to this is my mission right now. And so it's not that you're not free, it's that you're creating a prison around motherhood, possibly, if you're triggered by that, right? You're creating a prison around motherhood that is of your own making. And so that's your work, right? That shows you where your work is. Or fatherhood, okay, if you're watching. So that's where your work is, to shift that perspective of how can you get into a place of gratitude, receiving still, but also just being honored every minute of every day that soul chose you.